today I'm going to be looking at a very, very sensitive topic. I believe the heart is vital to the Lord. The heart of a man is vital to the Lord. And many Christians don't look at their hearts. They avoid the issues that are coming between them and the Lord. And the Lord wants us to look at those issues, not to shy away from them, but to face them, to see them, to deal with them. Because he's right there with us in the process. You have the Holy Spirit. He's telling us that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. So he's guiding us through the process of becoming more like Christ, more like his son. And there's issues in our hearts sometimes that keep us isolated from the Lord because we refuse to deal with them. And the issues we've been looking at today, we're going to be looking at bitterness defiles the heart. Now, this is a very, very sensitive topic to a lot of people because the issues associated with bitterness is can be longevity of issues from previous experiences that you have been harboring in your heart. And although you are born again, you're filling the Holy Spirit to give your life to Christ, there's this thing that the Holy Spirit keep on bringing your mind to, and you know it's there, but you refuse to face it. The Holy Spirit wants you to clear your heart. The Lord does not look on a man without looking at his heart first. The heart is very vital to the Lord because the heart is a man. If you want to know who a man is, listen to what comes out of his mouth, because out of the abundance of the heart flows. He speaks out of the abundance of the heart. Everything he does is out of the abundance of the heart. So if there's change in the heart, there's change in our actions. So if we ignore the issues of the heart, we're allowing these things to fester in our heart, and they're driving a wedge between you and the Lord, because you know the issues in your heart, you know the things that you're struggling with in your heart, and you know they're contrary to God. A prime example is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is a big one for a lot of us. It's not easy to forgive, but the Lord say, forgive. It's never easy to forgive based on the circumstances of how these things happen in our lives. But the Lord wants us to be brave. He wants us to be courageous and say, you know what, Lord, because you said it, I will do it. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And so obey the word of the Lord. I want to read Hebrews 12:15. It says, see to it that no one falls short of the grace of God, and that no bitter roots grow up to cause trouble and defile many. I want to read this again. See to it, now it's your responsibility, no one falls short of the grace of God, and that no bitter root grow up to cause trouble and defiles many. So bitterness is a root that grows up if we're not careful. So we need to pay attention to the bitterness that's in our heart. So bitterness is one of the most subtle yet powerful poisons of the soul. It's very subtle, yet very powerful, and it poisons the soul. It does not appear suddenly. It begins as a small seed planted by hurt, planted by disappointment, planted by betrayal, planted by unmet needs, unmet expectations. It creeps in unknowingly, deceptively, sitting quiet and waiting to be fed by you. And worry feeds bitterness. Worry feeds bitterness. That's why the Lord said, don't worry. The Lord said, don't worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear. Don't worry about those things. So it creeps in unknowingly, deceptively, sitting quietly and waiting to be fed by you. And worry feeds it. How do we feed it? Worry feeds it by meditating on it. It's amazing how we play events over and over and over and over and over again that has hurt us, that has affected us, that has made us feel so worthless, that has injured us emotionally, that has abandoned us, betrayed us, abused us, left us, isolate us, confuse us, take advantage of us, disappoint us. There's many things, and we play these things over and over and over in our heads. We're meditating on it. And every time we're meditating on it, we open the door wider and wider and wider for bitterness to come in and sit and settle in our hearts. So by holding a grudge, or by nurturing anger, or by you harboring resentment, or by you cultivating bitterness, eventually it grows and in due season bears fruit. Everything you do in your life eventually bears fruit, good or bad. And if you are holding onto a grudge, eventually it will bear fruit. If you're nurturing anger, eventually it will bear fruit. If you're harboring resentment, eventually it will bear fruit. And if you are cultivating bitterness, eventually it will grow in season and bear fruit. It poisons the soul. You are giving the devil opportunity to lead.